This is the Labour leader positioning himself as a potential world leader, not a pacifist, he says, instead pledging a robust, independent foreign policy.
I would do everything to protect the security and safety of our people and our country. That is our first duty.
Jeremy Corbyn's a long-standing critic of military intervention abroad, the former chairman of the Stop the War coalition, a veteran anti-war campaigner. And on nuclear weapons, he's sticking to his tune.
I'm often asked if Prime Minister I would order the use of nuclear weapons. It's an extraordinary question when you think about it. Would you order the indiscriminate killing of millions of people? Labour is committed to actively pursue disarmament under the Nuclear Non-Proliferation Treaty, and we're committed to no first use of nuclear weapons.
Taking direct aim at Theresa May, the Labour leader said there must be no more hand-holding with Donald Trump. But the Conservatives claim the country under Mr Corbyn would not be safe.
There is a sharp distinction between a government that is willing to stand up for this country, that is willing to make sure this country is properly defended, and a Labour Party led by Jeremy Corbyn that would simply chuck away our ability to defend ourselves. And I think that is crazy.
Hundreds of thousands marched against the Iraq War in 2003. Mr Corbyn's allies believe many former Labour members who'd left the party in protest are back under his leadership. Far from shirking his previous points of view, Jeremy Corbyn's put forward his position on foreign affairs proudly, aiming to bolster his core support. But for many Labour candidates out campaigning, Mr Corbyn's stance on this issue is a vulnerability. As the party leaders pitch for power in Westminster, it's up to you to decide who you want to fly the flag for Britain.
I think Jay and Team Corbyn have followed the old military maxim that the best form of defence is often attack. They've decided there's no point trying to pretend that Mr Corbyn all his adult life hasn't opposed nuclear weapons, military intervention abroad, American foreign policy. I mean, all his adult life he's protested against wars from Iraq to Kosovo to the Falklands. He's a regular at anti-American protests, but they've decided to go on the front foot of it, to say, well, he is offering a different vision of Britain's role on the world stage, a different sort of Labour Party where a government would only back military intervention in very few circumstances and when authorised under international law, when a Labour government would seek to work more through the United Nations. And the hope is voters will respect him for being honest about his views, that it will resonate in the aftermath of the Iraq War, particularly with younger voters. The danger that it alienates more traditional Labour supporters who do take pride in our military, our history and our place in the world.